Hey guys, Brownie General here, back with another video, and today I'm here to talk about my Metallica albums. Now, I own all but one studio Metallica album, original studio Metallica album, and I'm here now to rank them from the ones I like the least to the ones I like the most. And starting with my least favorite is the one Metallica album I do not own a CD copy of, and that's Death Magnetic. I don't hate Death Magnetic, don't get that impression, because I do like Death Magnetic. But compared to all the other Metallica albums, you know, for instance, Reload or Hardwired to Self-Destruct, we'll get to later. I like, most of the songs on the album. Death Magnetic, I only like, two of the songs on that album. No, 3 of the songs on that album. Which it's a pretty long album, so. Death Magnetic is the one I don't like the most. And if I get my next one here, I can actually show you the next one, because from here on, I have them all. Here's the one that I like. Here would be number 9, Load. Now, just like Death Magnetic, Load isn't a bad album. And I don't have the jewel case, because the jewel case kind of blew into a million pieces. But, Load isn't a bad album. It's just weird. Load is weird. But I do love songs like It Ain't My Bitch. I love King Nothing. I love Mama Said. Pretty much every song on that album really has its own sort of personality to it. I like Thorn Within. I like Cure. I like Until It Sleeps. I like The House Jack Built. So, Load is number 9. It's not bad, it's just a weird album. Alright. Now next, we have the Black Album. So this would be number 8. Oh, it's upside down. Hard to tell because it's frickin' black. But, the Black Album it's something I only recently really listened to. But the thing that really brings this album down is a couple songs. It's Inner Sandman. I don't like Inner Sandman. Not even just because it's popular. It's just boring. And I do not like The God That Failed. Struggle Within is okay. Through the Never is pretty good. I like Nothing Else Matters and A Wolf and Man. Good. It's a good album. It's just God That Failed and Inner Sandman that really bring it off the list for me. That album would be great without those 2 songs. These 2 songs ruin the friggin' thing for me. As I'm listening, I have to skip the first song every time. And then I get to track 10 and I'm like, oh Lord, not this one again. So, what brings this album down for me is Death Magnetic and Load. I don't hate any of the songs on those albums. I just dislike some of them. This one, I hate those 2 songs. So, really brings it down. Now next on my list is Reload, number 7. I think number 7, yeah. Now Reload is a good album. I like its tone. I like Fuel, Memory Remains. I like pretty much, I would say every song on this album except Low Man's Lyric. Low Man's Lyric's kind of boring. But overall, this album sounds great. It's got a very eerie tone to it, which I really like. I know Jason Newsted helped a lot when it came to making Load and Reload. And you can kind of tell, it's more alt-rock than it is metal, which is fine by me. But anyway, next album on my list is Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Why would you like that? Number 6. And yes, I have the deluxe version, so I have the bonus CD. Hardwired is a great album. It's thrash metal. Well, it's heavy metal and a little bit of thrash metal. All these songs right here, I would say I can easily remember, except Dream No More. Dream No More is okay. And then on this disc, Everything But Man Unkind, Here Comes Revenge, and Am I Savage? Good. So I like Confusion, Murder One, and Spit Out the Bone. The bonus disc is good too. I love Lords of Summer, I love the Roaring Rising melody, and I love Remember Tomorrow. And then the rest of these are pretty much all live. So there we go, number, I think 6, Hardwired Self-Destruct. Now, number 5 and number 4 are tied. I actually don't have a CD copy, but I'll go get my vinyl copy. Here are number 4 and number 5 that are tied. Master of Puppets and Injustice for All. These are both masterpiece albums, and most people consider them to be that way. Injustice for All obviously suffers from one thing: no bass. But I love Blackened, I love Injustice for All. I like Eye of the Beholder, One, Short of Straw. All of them are really good. I especially love Blackened, To Live Is to Die, and Dyer's Eve. This album is heavy. This album is... It's up there if they're at their heaviest albums. It's between this and my favorite album, which we'll get to. But then we have Master of Puppets. Now this is Metallica's giant of an album. And there's the vinyl for it. But every single song you see except for Leper Messiah and The Thing That Should Not Be, I absolutely love. Leper Messiah and Should Not Be, cleaning my lens, are still good songs. They're just not songs that I remember. They're not that memorable. But as far as this album goes, it's frickin' amazing. I gotta say, it's absolutely a gorgeous album, too. This album is amazing, and I need to get a CD copy of it, because this is all I have. I have the vinyl. So, I actually have to go... No, actually I don't. Because my number 3 album is right here. Kill 'Em All, their first album. This is one of the albums that really got me into Metallica, with the Four Horsemen, Pulling Teeth Anesthesia, and Whiplash. I like pretty much every song on this album, except for Metal Militia. I don't ever really tend to remember that song. It's not bad, it's just not memorable. This album is for sure a masterpiece, and it's heavy too. It's thrash metal to the core. So, I absolutely love this album. And I actually have to go retrieve the next album. Boom, Ride the Lightning. Ride the Lightning is my second favorite album. Not only because it's amazing, but because this album is pretty much the Metallica album that got me into Metallica in the first place. From Fight Fire with Fire to Call of Cthulhu, all these songs to me are very memorable. I listen to them all the time, and this album has really taken me to a different place as far as music goes. It introduced me to metal, and it's just amazing, you know. If you're any sort of metal fan, you gotta listen to this album. It's freaking amazing. Now you're probably confused though. Where's Saint Anger? I don't consider that a Metallica album. No, I'm just kidding. Saint Anger is number 1. Yeah, you heard me right. This right here is my favorite album, and yes, it's the frickin' deluxe edition. So the CD's in my computer, and it's got the DVD and like the codes, the login codes and stuff. As you can see, got the little program on my computer that it comes with. But Saint Anger, though it is Metallica's most hated album, and it has that snare, as I'll show you right now, for those who may not have heard it. And if my computer would stop screwing around. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's got the trash can snare, but that's okay, I guess. To me, it doesn't really bother me. It only really stands out to me in the beginning of songs, where it's just drum and guitar. As you can see, I have a pristine copy of Saint Anger, and I listen to it all the time. All the way from Frantic to All Within My Hands. I love these songs. I love the raw energy. I love the anger. I love the story behind this album and how deep it really goes, you know? So, as far as albums go, this is my favorite, not only Metallica, but my favorite album of all time. And you guys can hate me for that all you want, It's my opinion. So see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one.